Hello everybody, I am here now with my first hair loss client, and I'm going to do a quick consultation just to get an idea of what she's been experiencing with her hair loss and how long she's been experiencing this hair loss. And also I'm going to take pictures with the scope so that we can look at her, so I can look at her scalp and see exactly what's going on so that we can identify the problem and get her started on some type of treatment to growing back her hair. Okay, so how long has it been that you've been experiencing the hair loss?
It's been 11 years.
About 11 years?
Yes.
And is there any place else in your head besides your edges where you're experiencing your hair loss?
Yes, all over.
But do you have like bald spots anywhere else, or is it
No
just
bald spots, just a lot of breakage. And
okay?
that's been,
A lot of breakage and shedding and stuff like that.
Yes, and that the most it's ever broken off was this March of this year, and my hair was like down by my bra strap, and I had some braiding for a little while. Then I switched over to twist. After I took the twist out of my hair, it was all the way up here to like my neck.
Wow.
So it has grown back because I clipped the ends several times, but I've never experienced that amount of breakage.
And shedding is like a lot of
Yes.
shedding and stuff like that.
Yes.
Now, as far as your edges are concerned, is there anybody else in your family that has hair loss around the edges?
My mother has hair loss all over
Okay.
her head, and she said that alopecia runs in our family, which I never knew.
Okay. Okay.
So she just rocks the board.
Okay. Now, one thing that I'm noticing about your hair loss on the side here is that you still have hair
That
in
wasn't
certain
there.
areas.
That
So
wasn't
that's
there.
a good indication that you can grow back some hair there. But one thing that people have to understand is that it's not an overnight process.
Of course.
It is a process that's going to take a while. Like if you decide to get the laser treatments, if that's something that I can recommend for you to do, you're going to have to be doing those treatments for at least a year, up to 2 years, to start to see, the results that you may want to see. You will see some results if you have a case where your hair can grow back within a 3-month time. From the time we take pictures today, we'll come back in 3 months and take more pictures, and that way you can get a visual of new hairs that may have grown in, or whatever the case may be. So so you do have a history of it in your family. That's good to know, because that type of alopecia is called androgenic alopecia, which is hereditary. And the good news about that is your hair can grow back, when you have androgenic alopecia. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna take my scope, and this is my T1 scope. I'm going to take pictures of both sides of her scalp so that I can have for my records to look back on 3 months from now, and also be able to look at what's happening in her scalp and identify the problem, which I pretty much already have an idea just based on the conversation that we're having right now. So I'm turning your head a little bit to the side here so I could capture some images. So one thing that I'm noticing is that, so I'm going to snap the picture here. Okay. One thing that I'm noticing from that picture is that you have a lot of sebum on your scalp.
What is that?
Sebum is the oil that our hair naturally produce. Okay? And what happens is that sebum builds up on top of your scalp, on your scalp, and it clogs up the follicle. It prevents hair from growing in. You see here, these are all plugs where the hair is growing out of the hair follicle. So in these areas right here, you can't see no hair follicles because the sebum is caked up on top and it can't grow that way. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing that I'm noticing. So let's do this.
It's really dry and itchy.
Okay. Yeah, a buildup of anything on your scalp is going to cause it to be itching and dry. So the thing about our scalp growing out of our head is this. So first of all, the hair that's growing outside of your head, this is all dead. This is not living hair. The hair that's alive is the hair that's underneath your scalp that you see right here, right? So if we can't, if I can't get underneath your scalp to treat the hair underneath your scalp, then
there will be no growth.
Right. So basically, as a licensed cosmetologist, all I know how to do is treat the hair on top of your scalp. But so that's why I decided to take this hair loss course, because I want to be able to get underneath the scalp and treat the hair under so that the hair can grow out properly. And with all that sebum buildup on the scalp, the hair can't grow properly. So that's the first thing that I noticed on your scalp.
I have a question though. You see how some, like at the root of the hair, to speak, some are thick and some are thin.
Okay, so the hairs that are thicker, those are called, the thinner hair is called vellus hairs, right? Let me make sure, hold on. The hairs that look thinner and shorter, those are vellus hairs. And vellus hairs is short, thin, and slightly colored, and it's barely noticeable hairs, right? And then you have terminal hairs. Terminal hairs is thicker and fuller and longer. So that's the only difference. It's just one is like a vellus hair and one is the terminal hair. So the product that I would recommend you using to get rid of that sebum off of your scalp is called Scalp Prep. And the Scalp Prep, what you would do is put a few drops, like 10 to 12 drops all over your head, and let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then shampoo your hair with the recommended shampoo, which is paraben free, sulfate free. So it's a gentle, like a mild shampoo for your hair. You would then shampoo it along with the Scalp Prep on your scalp. And what the Scalp Prep does is it breaks up that sebum and start to get that sebum off of your scalp. So that would be the first thing that I would recommend for you to do before you start thinking about like laser treatments and stuff like that. I would recommend that you try to get that sebum buildup off of your scalp first. Okay? So I'm looking at those hairs, and I'm trying to compare it to it doesn't look like it's the alopecia areata. And then you don't have hair loss behind your ears or anything like that. Usually that's a sign of alopecia areata with the...
Which is the hereditary?
No, that's a autoimmune type of... That alopecia, you can get it from autoimmune diseases like lupus and stuff like that. And you don't have any of those problems. So, I wouldn't even classify that as the alopecia. It definitely looks like it is a cross between the traction out, because where you're getting like tight pulling braids and stuff like that.
Wigs with the combs pushing it back. Then I had a few fights in my younger years where
pulling it out and stuff like that. Yeah, it looked like it could be the traction alopecia, or maybe it could be hereditary, which is the androgenic alopecia. But I'm leaning more towards traction. But either way, your hair can grow back slowly. It's not going to happen overnight, because this has been like this for a very long time. And also,
and it's getting worse. It's like every time I get a hairstyle, like I told you, the girl did my hair, and from the glue, because I felt it, I'm like, I only had it in for like 2 days.
Right.
On the third day, and my man was just like, take it out. I'm like, no, because I don't want to waste my money. But when that stuff started pulling and pulling, I just took something in the morning. I was in the shower on my head, under the water, because I couldn't take it no more. And it went back further. You see, it starts getting thin in here.
So the first thing that needs to be done though is that scalp prep. Start putting that scalp prep on your scalp so that we can get that sebum off of your scalp, and using the shampoo and stuff like that. And eventually, if you want to do laser treatments, you can either order a laser, or once I get the in-salon laser, which is, it looks like a dryer like that, you can start coming in 3 times a week to get the laser treatments.
Okay.
You know, you would sit under the laser for about 20 minutes 3 times a week.
So
And that lasts for about at least 1 year. Of course, the in-salon laser is going to provide the most.
Yeah.
But the thing about the lasers is this: using the lasers in conjunction with the products, you're going to get better results.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're going to see results with the products, but in conjunction with the laser is going to be better results.
Okay.
All right? So now we're going to get a picture of the back right near the occipital bone. This is the top of her head, what her scalp looks like. And that you can see all the buildup of sebum all around the scalp. Okay? And then this is the left side where she's experiencing the hair loss around her edges. And again, you can see all that white, that's sebum on her scalp underneath. So I'm going to recommend that she get the scalp prep, which is this product right here. And the scalp prep, it dissolves scalp sebum and buildup, and it helps aid in the penetration of hair rejuvenation. And I can't read it, I need my glasses, y'all, I'm sorry, but it's going to clear up all that sebum on her scalp. Okay, that's the left side. Then here is her right side. And then this is the top of her head, like her forehead area. Again, sebum everywhere. And remember, the sebum it plays a big factor in hair growth. Sebum buildup, it plays a big factor in hair growth and clogging up your follicles and preventing hair growth and stuff like that. So once we can get that problem rectified, then we could, you know, do some wonderful things. So she decided to get the Extreme Hair Boost System. This is what I recommended for her to get today. And in this system, it has the BioCure shampoo, it has the scalp prep, and it also has Extreme Hair Boost System, and it also has DHT inhibitors. So one thing about these products, a little bit goes a long way. So for the shampoo, you can literally just use a cap full.
Okay.
And I would do that because the amount of money you're going to spend, you want it to last as long as you can make it last. And the people in your house don't have
They don't need it.
Right. Today is October 1st. In 3 months from now, you come in and take more pictures. And we'll compare them to the pictures that we took today to see if there is any results, hair growth results. Okay guys, so I am back, and I'm gonna just conclude this video. It is a few days later after I did my first client who did come in for a hair and scalp consultation. It was the client that you seen in the video earlier in the earlier clips who's experiencing the hair loss around her edges. So she decided to go with the Extreme Hair Boost system, which has a variety of products in the system that is going to aid her into regrowing her hair, and eventually she will get the laser treatments. So if you guys have any questions about, you know, anything that I've discussed with you in this video, please leave your comments and your questions in the comment section below, or you can message me on Instagram at Hair with Flair. If you would like to schedule an appointment, if you are having hair loss issues, you can do so by going into my Instagram page at Hair with Flair. The link is in the bio, where you can click the online book for the online booking. And yeah, let's get into getting this healthy hair going for everyone who is experiencing hair loss, whether you are a female or a male, it doesn't matter. So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell right next to it, comment, share, and like this video. Anyway, as always, peace, love, and hair grease. Bye now.